This is London Tonight with Natasha Kaplinsky.
Hello, good evening. He was disgraced for taking performance-enhancing drugs, stripped of his medals and given a lifetime ban from the Olympics. But could London sprinter Dwain Chambers be running at next year's Games? He's been given hope by an American runner who today won an appeal which challenged his own ban. The full story now from our sports reporter, Sally Williams.
For nearly a decade, Dwain Chambers' Olympic dreams have been all but over. Banned for life by the British Olympic Authority for taking illegal steroids. But today, another ruling for another athlete could change that. LaShawn Merritt, the US sprinter caught cheating, has won an appeal against the International Olympic Committee and has been told that being banned from performing in the next Olympics when he has already served his punishment is invalid and unenforceable. The upshot of this ruling is that next summer, LaShawn Merritt is free to compete here, while Dwain Chambers isn't. And that raises the question as to whether it undermines the British Olympic Authority's lifetime ban on athletes and whether it will be challenged. Today, Dwain's agent said he wanted the opportunity to read, digest and review the reasoning behind the decision at this stage. And earlier this year, before the World Championships, he said he was leaving any legal matters to his manager.
He's taken on the responsibility of looking at ways and options, which is allowing me to get on the track and concentrate on one job only, and that's to become an athlete and perform as an athlete. You know, again, I've made my mistakes, I've served my penalty, and you know, I can only say for myself at the time, you know, I was pressured, but you know, it was something that, you know, I would never want to wish upon anybody else, or any athlete for that matter, or encourage, you know, because my example has been put out there worldwide, and it's a good example for athletes not to.
But if they do choose to challenge the British Olympic Authority, it won't be easy. Today, they stood firm in their belief in lifetime bans.
The bylaw has stood the test of time for over 20 years. The reason is clear. The BOA bylaw pursued a legitimate aim, which reflects the Olympic Games as the pinnacle of sporting achievement, embraces the Olympic ideals and the fundamental principles of fairness and clean sport.
It's far from certain, but if Chambers does challenge and indeed succeed, it's not impossible that next year he could be here.
Let's speak to Sally now. Sally, how likely is it then that Dwain Chambers might run in the Olympics?
Well, there's a lot to consider. I spoke to his agent today and they really are taking their time and thinking about it. Dwain is 33, his career is nearly at an end. It's very expensive going to court and he's been there before and probably won't want to go through it again. And emotionally, will he want to drag all this up again? There's also an awful lot of talk about fairness regarding this ruling. And one of the arguments that is against the lifetime ban is that the punishment is so harsh, it doesn't encourage people who have cheated to come forward and whistleblowers so that they can eventually solve this problem. So I think this whole argument about the lifetime bans has got a long way to go beyond Dwain Chambers.
OK, Sally, thank you very much. Now tomorrow, Mark.